What's up, Gramps? How you doing, Gramps? Grizzly, what are you doing? Hello, Amanda. What are you doing, Grizzly? Come here. Come here. Come here, Bubbles. Come here. Come here. Look at the big boy. Look at the big boy. Can't see the. You can't see the big boy. Hold on. Hey, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Big boy. Get over here. Hey, where do you think you're going? I ain't tired. I am. You're right. I am tired. That is true. I am tired. Look at him. I am a little tired. Where are you going, dogs? Brooks. Abel better join. Abel said he was going to join today. So he better. Or he's fired. Because I even told him, I'm going live in an hour. Hour later, he ain't here. I'm gonna text Eddie real quick and tell him to turn his radio on. I kid you not, my freaking rookie texts me all day, every day, tells me to turn my radio on. But then meanwhile, when I want him to have his radio on, he never has it on. So I guess we're even. I don't have my radio on when he's available. He doesn't have radio on when I'm available. So unless it's dead. Could be dead, which in that case I'll take him down charger. Not tonight though. I have no idea what you just tried to say, Gramps. What you doing, Brooklyn? What you doing, Brooklyn? You wanna go sit? You want it? What? No, I'll do that right now. You will? Yeah. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Just wrap the cord around the handle. Just wrap the cord around the handle. Wrap the cord around the handle. And cover back on it? Can I put the cover back on it? How about that, guys? I'm back. What? Nothing. Bye. Bye. What are you trying to say, Grimes? I have no idea what you're trying to say. I'm gonna take my carrier off. I'm being hot. Ugh. Ow. That hurt. Pulled my hair. Seizure? You're having a seizure? That's not good. That no good. That no good if you have a seizure. You can't be having a seizure. Ah. Oh wait, I should probably make sure I have the handcuff key is accessible. Because especially with these hinge cuffs, because I've done it before, where I've handcuffed myself with the hinge cuff, with the keyholes on the inside, and then make it impossible for me to be able to uncuff myself. So when I cuff myself with the hinge cuffs, I gotta make sure I put the keyholes on the outside, so that I can be able to get the key in there myself. I think I'll keep the cuffs on for a little bit. These cuffs are cold. They're cold. They're super cold. I'm gonna put my other ones on. These ones are tight. These are tight cuffs. Also, new uniform, guys. How do you like the uniform 1 of 2? Jeans and a black shirt. Hello, Andre. Is that the Andre from Midwestern, or a different Andre? Oh yeah, the Andre that got banned earlier for killing the whole entire Midwestern Toe team. Yes, Gramps, that is the one that got banned for killing the Midwestern Toe team. Your name is Priscilla. Hello, Priscilla. That is the Andre that killed the whole entire Midwestern team. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Patrick. Hey, Abel, what's up? Or happy birthday, Priscilla. I was just talking about you. I was literally just telling Gramps. Man, I told him he was going live in I told him I was going live in an hour. It's been an hour and he hasn't joined. You're no longer on LOA? What do you mean you're no longer on LOA? That hurt. Why did I do that? That hurt. Handcuffs hurt. Oh. Handcuffs hurt. This is your note to self. Don't ever get put in handcuffs. Ear rape? Ear rape what? What is ear rape? Thank you, Priscilla. You're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nice. Thank you. I actually like these ASP handcuffs. If you've never seen these cuffs before, these are ASP Sentries from ASP. They're handcuffs, but they have keyholes on both sides. Like, let me show you. So they have. So see, they have keyholes on this side right here, and they have double locking, and on the other side you have the double locking and a keyhole. So you can. There's pros and cons to that. It's better so you don't have to be. It's better so you don't have to be fumbling. So you don't have to be fumbling for. If you use a standard pair like this, if you put both the keyholes on the inside, you're gonna have to twist their wrist in a weird way, or have to get up underneath them and put it in there and unlock it. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that with these cuffs, because if they're on someone, they can be one can be like this, other one can be like this, and keyholes would still be, or vice versa. One can be like this, one can be like this, or whatnot. They are a game changer. I've had them for a little less than a year now. I don't know the exact time I got them, but I got them probably around a year ago, or a couple months ago. And they've been a game changer ever since. So if you're in the market for some expensive but good quality handcuffs, check out ASP. I don't free rank mod. Sorry. You become a Houdini and escape through the walls? What the what? Oops. Oh man, magic! Ah! Mm. I told the rookie to turn his radio on, so hopefully he turns his radio on. 456, you up? 456, you up? I'm under the patio again, yes. I would be inside my room, but I'd rather be out here in the cold. Just because it's a lot more quieter out here. I am not a cop, no, Patrick. I just like being out here because it's a lot quieter. You want airplane? Well, there is no airplane in the sky because it's 6 o'clock at night. There's an airplane up there. There's an airplane right there, but you can't see it. There's also an airplane, a couple airplanes over there. Hello, South Bay Law. There's a couple airplanes. Airplane, jet, same thing. Airplanes and jets are basically the same. They're both planes that are in the air. They're both in the air. So. What do you mean? How the heck do they have the crowns? Wait, what do you mean? How do they have the crowns, Gramps? Oh, the number 1, number 2, number 3. I think those are for like when yeah, top fans. So I think it's like whoever has like the most comments on the live, or whoever, I don't know. I think it's whoever has like most comments. Here's an airplane. I hear an airplane for you. See if I can find it for you. That's far up. You can't see it. I like how we just walk back into the light. I walk into the dark. I'm gonna go walk back into the dark. Hold on. I'm gonna disappear. I'm over here in case y'all don't see me. I'm right here. I'm just gonna disappear into the dark. I'm still over here. Y'all can see the light. Still over here. I'm as far as back if I can, if you can still see me. I'm over here. So now I'm gonna walk back into the light, or out of the darkness. I just disappear. I disappear like that. Homer Simpson. What do you mean Homer Simpson? Back into a bush. I mean, I have a bush over there, but I'm not going to back into it. I'll be right back. Hey! Hey, where are you? Hey, get out. I was trying to find my cowboy hat, but I couldn't find the cowboy hat, so what is up, Lucas? I couldn't find my cowboy hat, so can't do the cowboy hat stuff today. No Trooper Thundercock today. Sorry, guys. Actually, I can do Trooper Thundercock. I just can't do the hat. Where am I? I'm in my backyard currently because it's the only quiet place at 6 o'clock at night. Take this off. I have it on this. The actual body cam holster and body cam is custom made, but the actual mount is an actual real mount. It's this is the tactical scorpion gear. It's their Molly mount. I just duct taped it onto the back of here, and so I can literally slide it on and off. I can put it onto another vest, take it off. Because what I'm gonna do is when I go to record, because this vest does not have my pocket like my other vest, I'm gonna probably take this radio pouch off, put this radio pouch in the middle, put my other type of radio pouch over here temporarily, or I'll do the opposite. I'll put the other radio pouch here to record, and then keep this one, and then I'll keep everything, and then I'll just put the thing in the middle to record, and then when I'm done doing that, or I need to do a camera crew episode, throw that on, pop that on, boom, got a body cam. Hold on. Ugh. And no more body cam. Body cam. I do not have a panic button on this one. No, it does not have a panic button. New gear, yes. Load the new gear. Got a lot of new gear. And even if these radios did have a panic button, I am legally not obligated to press that button because I can get in serious FCC, federal communicate or FCC, Federal Communications something. Anybody know? Anybody here a radio nerd? Is it FCC or FC? I think it's FCC. I don't know what it stands for. Federal Communications something. Hold on. Or what I can do is I can just make my own pouch out of cardboard. Yeah, FCC, Federal Communications Commission. Thank you, Abel. I'm looking into getting into stuff for my small channel. Who gave you the stuff and was it free? A lot of the gear was free, but there is limitations. You can't go into companies expecting to get tons and tons and tons of products. Some companies, they'll only let you get one product. Some companies, they'll let you get two. Some will let you get three. Like the ASP, they sent me just the one product. The vest was free. Everything on here was free in return for placement on the channel. So as long as I keep showing the products on the channel and saying who they're from, I will be able to keep the products. Like, say for example, I disappear for a month and I come back and I don't say anything about the products, and I have completely different gear. I'm not using any of this gear anymore. I could technically lose access to that gear and be forced to send that gear back, or they could pursue legal actions. Because it's still technically their property, even though it was sent to me, it's still considered their property. They still have rights to it. So if I don't, I'm basically borrowing the gear in a sense. But as long as I keep showing the products on the channel, I can use them for as long as I want. But most companies, they have T&E, which is test and evaluation or trial and error. Some of those, you can get up to like 1, 2, or 3 products, and you test them for 30 days and send them back. In my opinion, T&E is not worth it. But yeah. Because if I'm going to use the product, I don't want to just use the product for 30 days and send it back. I would like to do long-term testing, i.e. a year or two, not just 30 days. But yeah. But like the companies that I currently have are our patch providers, which is this patch, my rear patch, and a couple other patches that I have. These patches are from UUCAN. The belt, I bought it on Amazon with my own money. Of course, the handcuffs, ASP. This holster is from Dara Holsters, and that is on a Safariland QLS, which was given to me by a completely different company out Safariland. And then on this mount, I have a similar to a Safariland UBL, but it's from Wonderland or Tactical Scorpion Gear, whatever that rebrand company is. Testing and evaluation, yeah. This rear cuff case is from Bianchi, sorry. I bought that. These handcuffs, my rear handcuffs, my hinge, they're from Vipertech. I also bought them. This tourniquet holster from Amazon. I bought the tourniquet holster, but the tourniquet was sent to me. This flashlight and the flashlight pouch was also sent to me. The taser holster was sent to me. The taser that goes in the holster was also sent. Same with my light and my gun, that was also sent. Vest was sent to me. This is from 1TG Tactical. I forgot to say this holster is from the taser holster is from Harold or Howloid Radio Solutions or something, surplus gear store. but it's from the actual holsters from Blackhawk. Magazine pouch was given to me by Tactical Scorpion Gear. Vest is from one Tigris or one TG. This flashlight is good question. Give me a sec. Hold on. Let me go check. I have the box still. This is all the boxes. This is the little box. And Potato, to answer your question, when I'm going into the house, I obviously know who's in the house, but I don't know who's going to be a threat towards me. I don't know who's going to be nice to me. I don't know who's going to pull a gun, pull a knife, whatever. So that's why as soon as I saw him walk over, I immediately drew and I was like, "Hey man, let me see your hands." Because in a couple of the videos, he walked out with a pistol in his pocket. So I immediately, when I walked into the house, I immediately looked for that because I obviously knew he had the pistol. I obviously gave him the pistol, which is besides the point. But still, when I walked in, I obviously saw he had the pistol, so I immediately drew. I'm like, "Hey man, don't reach for it." And then once it was like, okay. I'm like, so then after he did that, I holstered, and then I disarmed him. But this is the box that I have for placements. Okay, that does not have my address on it. Okay, good. This is the ASP stuff, ASP Sentries. This is this flashlight? No, this is the other flashlight that I have. This is the smaller. Yeah, this is the smaller of the two. The smaller of the two flashlights is a 1200 lumen. This is my box for one of my scopes that I had, which is on another rifle. And then this is the other one, which this is this one right here. This one is a 2350 lumen. So 2300 lumens. That's how much that flashlight is. I mean, I did see a person, and I did unholster when I saw the person. But like I said earlier, when I go into the videos, I don't know who's even though he's the only person on the property besides his parents, of course. I don't know if he's gonna be a threat towards me. Even if he's the caller or not, I will still draw a pistol on you and make sure you are not a threat. And when I confirm that you're not a threat, I will holster a pistol. Like if I'm walking through somewhere, I'm of course gonna draw my pistol, and if I see someone, I'm gonna draw, be like, "Hey man, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands." Once I realize once I see he's not a threat, then I will holster the pistol and talk normal. Or sometimes you'll see me if I'm unsure if they're a threat, I'll unholster my taser and I'll hold my taser down like this while I'm talking. Or sometimes I'll holster it too, or I'll take my gun out, hold my gun right here, so on and so forth. I mean, I don't do stuff by the book usually. I sometimes go off script a little bit. I mean, I can't really say off script because there is no such thing as a script on these videos. Okay, guys, don't come at me and be like, "Oh well, he obviously knew what he was gonna do because the video is scripted." The video is not scripted. I have no idea what he's gonna do. I could walk into the house. He could pull a knife on me. He could try to stab me. I can walk in. He can pull a gun on me like I know. Yeah. It's just my way. I like to do things my way. I mean, even though it's not by the book and I could technically get fired for it, I still like to do things my way because it's my show. But 100% this coming up season, I'm gonna try to be a lot more realistic, especially with this new gear. I don't have all the cardboard now, so I'll actually it'll actually look a lot more realistic. Like I actually have a life-size taser. I mean, it's not a real taser, but it still looks like a real taser, and it's not that thin piece of cardboard crap that I have anymore. I have an actual replica Glock that I can use. And stuff. But yeah. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, so like I was saying, like the videos are completely unscripted. The only thing that I know about my suspect is what their warrant is, what their warrant or what the call is, what their name is, and what their purpose is. Like if they're if the first person I'm gonna interact with, or like this person, like person A is the caller, person B is the robber, person C is the robber too, or whatnot. And stuff like that. But John, I'm not. It's acting. It's role playing. But I mean, there is some parts where I have there is some parts where I have actually made it kind of semi-scripted. The one video where I think it was the one where he was drunk, where he was acting like he was drunk and he shot at me. That one was semi-scripted because I told him that was what's gonna happen. I said, okay, I'm gonna walk in. I want to do okay. I told him straight up. I said, hey, I want to make this on a shooting video. So when I walk in, I'll make contact with you. Do what you do. Act like you're drunk, and then pull a gun on me. Go bang 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 bang. I'll run back. Bang 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 bang. We'll go from there. Like the whole thing's not scripted. Like it's not scripted to the point where I have a full-on script and we read it before every video, and it's like I walk in, I make contact with you. You pull a knife, I shoot you. You go down, I cuff you. Or I walk in, you run for me, I tase you. So on and so forth. Like, that's not how the show is. The whole entire show is unscripted and improv. So, like, for example, I can literally walk into the house and he could pull a knife on me. I would not know that's going to happen. I mean, of course, I would know he would have the knife, the gun, whatever, because I gave him that weapon. But still, and even then, I don't know where they're going to hide. So, like, for example, he could be hiding up on the roof and try to ambush me from the roof. I would have no idea where he's hiding. Because when I start the videos, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go walk to the area where I start. I'll give you 5 minutes, and I'll say 3, 2, 1, action, and I'll start recording, and we'll go from there. How do I do the shooting part? From what I can remember, this video was filmed a couple of months ago. What it was is I was doing like a simple bond check. I walk in, I make contact with him in the backyard. He's obviously drunk. He's drunk. Okay, YouTube, he's drunk. He's not actually drunk. It was just soda that was meant to look like alcohol. And I didn't know he was gonna do that. I didn't know he was gonna be drunk either. So I walk in. You can hear me in the video. I broke character, and that's why if you look really carefully when I'm walking down the side of the house, there's actually a cut. Because what ended up happening is I actually ended up breaking character so bad that we had to reshoot that part. So I originally walked in, made contact with him. He said, beer. And I'm like, like I broke character completely. Like I could not hold it in. So I was like, okay, well, I can't use that part because that looks unprofessional. So I ended up stopping the recording. I backed up probably 10 or 15 steps and recorded that part again. I walked in. I'm like, hey man, what are you doing? He's like, beer. And you can tell in that part too, I almost broke character again. I was like, but I held that one in that time, and that was the part that we went with. And so he was like, beer. He was like beer. I'm like, are you drunk? He's like, I don't know, maybe. So I'm like, okay, man. Well, can you put the beer down for me? He's like, well, once I'm done, I can put it down. I do have plans to expand the show a little bit. I'm gonna get some like fake flashbangs, fake tear gas and stuff. I'm gonna get like a mock tear gas mask. I'm gonna get like a mock helmet, I'm going to do like some tactical videos where I go in a more tactical approach. Maybe I'll have my rifle, I'll have my less lethal rifle shooting pepper balls or whatnot. But yeah, like I was saying with the video, like I walk in, he was acting drunk, and I'm like, okay, man, keep the beer down. He's like, okay, once I'm done drinking it, I'll put it down. So he takes one last sip, puts it down on the ground, crushes the can. He looks over in this direction, starts walking over there. I'm like, hey man, where you going? I walk over that direction, and at that point, that's when he draws his gun. I acknowledge that. I draw my pistol. I'm like, gun, gun, gun. As I'm doing that, I'm back. You can see me. I turn around and I sprint to the front of the property. That's Petey. That's my boys. Hey, that's Petey. We got everyone in the air. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I was saying, so like I full on turn around. I chickened out. I did a full sprint. Like I ran like this, turned around, drew, kind of aimed my gun at him, trying to figure out where he went. And then I went around the corner. I was doing that. He was coming around. I went bang, 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 bang. Shot him 3 or 4 times. He ducks around the corner. I think I chased him around the property once or twice. We get into a lot more shootouts. I'm going to try to cut down on a lot of the shootouts, because if you go back, literally every single video that I've made, almost every single video that I made of him, have ended in a shootout. That is going to change this upcoming season. We're not going to have shootouts every single episode. We'll have more taser action. We'll have more pepper spray action potentially, pepper ball action. We'll have maybe even tackling action. I'll go out there and I'll full on D1 football tackle them. Actually, I did that on a video once. I actually semi-tackled him. He was up against the shed. My camera cut because my phone ran out of storage during that video. On all the times my phone could have ran out of storage in the middle of an episode. So he's pinned up against a shed. I'm over there. I don't have a taser because my taser fell out of my holster as I was chasing him around the house. So I didn't have a choice. So I drew my gun. I'm like, bro, get on the ground. I'm done chasing you. And I noticed he was in a corner. I holstered my pistol, went up like this. I kind of went up. I kind of ran into him, pushed him against the shed, and kind of threw his body down. I'm not trying to hurt him. So I just grabbed him, basically threw him down. I grabbed him by the collar, and I'm like, bro, get on the ground. Like I was pushing him on the ground, and eventually I was able to get him down, and then I was able to click, cuff. One of my favorite episodes, which was also one of the quickest episodes I think I've ever done. I walk in, he goes up instantly. I walk into the house, I make contact. I'm like, hey man, you got a warrant for your arrest. He's like, oh man, really? I'm like, yeah, you got a warrant. And he's like, fine. All right. I think what happened was, I think he tried lying. He said, oh yeah, that's my roommate. That's my roommate. I'm like, okay, well, so and so said this, so and so. And then I go on the radio. I'm like, dispatch, what is the description on my suspect? And he's like, what did Eddie do? I'm like, well, Eddie, if it even is you, has a warrant for his arrest. He forgot to show up, yada yada yada. He's like, oh well, I have an excuse for that. And I'm like, oh, so it is you? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, great. You just gave yourself up. Now you're under arrest. So then as I did that, he was like, oh man, and I went around and then click. Kind of like talking about like a drug bust kind of deal. I do have plans to do a drug bust. But the thing is, it's really hard to do the drug bust when you only have 2 people. Unless I stage it to the point where I walk up like plainclothes in the video, and I record that interaction of me selling the drugs, and then it cuts to me in the gear, going out to get them. 100%, I can do it that way. But if I wanted to do like a full-on drug bust, I would need to have 3 or 4 people. But a drug bust is on my list. I want to do a lot more. I was originally doing bail enforcement. I was doing bail enforcement and sheriff, but I switched to just sheriff because there was a lot more call ideas I could do as a sheriff. If I go back to bail enforcement, mostly what you'll see on bail enforcement is you'll probably just see bond revocation, bond checks, stuff like that. Like just simple stuff like that. Drug and alcohol tests, simple stuff like that. Because I do have a mock BAC breathalyzer thing that I'm gonna eventually bring out on the show, and I'll actually have them blow into it. I made it so I have these little cut up straws. I can plug a straw into it, and you can act like you're actually blowing, and stuff like that. Like I was saying earlier, like all the videos, everything is completely unscripted, so I have no idea what's happening. So, like for example, I can walk into the house, the suspect can be hiding on the roof, trying to throw a brick down on me, trying to throw whatever down on me. He can be in a bathroom, he can be in a tree, he can be in a pool, whatnot. I don't know what I'm gonna expect. All right, yeah, well that's fine. I did see your suggestion, the one about the drug bust. Hello, George. I don't really remember you, but like I was saying, like he can literally be anywhere. He can be in a pool. He can be in a tree. He can be on top of a house. He can be in a car, on a car, under a car. But yeah, I have a lot of suggestions planned. I know one of my friends in our Discord server suggested domestic violence. And one thing I want to try to do is I want to try to take like real world situations, like real calls that have happened in real life, and basically try to recreate them. Like I'll go online and I'll research body cam videos, and I'll find like a really interesting one, and I'll try to recreate that or make one similar to it and stuff. Abel, if you're able to, that rhymes. Go to the Discord server and copy the link and post the link in the chat if you can. Animal abuse? Yeah, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do animal abuse because if I even mention anything about animal abuse, YouTube's gonna take my channel down. Because guess what I did one time? I pointed a gun at a dog jokingly or on accident, and my channel got banned. My old channel got banned. So I'm not doing anything that involves animals for the Moose County server, for the OfficerT server, the channel. Yeah, but still, even if I mention anything about animals, I can still get my channel can still be at risk, and I don't feel like risking this channel. Hello, AML. All right. I'm also gonna be using these gloves more too potentially, because these are butt beating. These are butt beating gloves. They have hard tip knuckles. All right, later, potato. But I'm gonna get in some good hand to hand combat coming soon too. Potentially on the channel. More taser action, pepper spray action, pepper ball action, hand to hand action. Because now, if I get a suspect pinned down, I'm gonna actually pull the taser out, put the jab into his back, and be like, "Hey man, if you move, you're gonna get tapped." So that would be cool. So expect a lot more stuff coming next year, as well as a dispatcher. We'll have an actual dispatcher coming onto the channel. Not a real dispatcher, just one of my friends. I'm gonna have a whole entire CAD system set up for him too. So he'll have a full CAD system with all the calls set up, stacked for that day. So if we're doing multiple calls, I can give him access to those multiple calls, and I can just be like, "Hey, dispatch, what's my next call?" He'll roll my next call. He'll say like, "Okay, your next call is 5624. It's burglary and burger. For the life of me, I cannot say that word. A burglary in progress. Hope you know you can't be talking like this about being accountable for use of force. Guess what? That doesn't matter to me because. What link did you put, Abel? All right, later, Potato. Because this Moose County Sheriff's Department is a super small department. And the supervisor is only available. I was sending for Midwest Tow. The supervisor is only available 2 days a week. Supervisor is barely available. We have an on-call supervisor. That's how small our department is. We don't have a dispatcher. Everything is self-dispatch, shockingly. We don't have a dispatcher. Our dispatcher is coming in, but everything is self-dispatch right now. Our supervisor only works 2 days a week. Our sheriff, he lives an hour away in a completely different county, but he barely comes. I don't know why he's still a sheriff. And there's like 6 officers. It's Moose County Sheriff's Department, not a real department, by the way. It's the department for the show. It's called Moose County Sheriff's Department. That's my backstory behind the department. It's a small department, like 10 people max. 10, 15 people max. Actually, it's probably close to 20 with my guys combined, with all my guys I have. And my bail enforcement company, Southland Bail Bonds, that's a pretty small company too. 15, 20 people as well. I'm the founder of it. Founder of Southland Bail Bonds. Take my glove off. All right, there's the link in chat. Thank you, Abel. If y'all want to join the Discord server, get notified when a new video is posted. Get access to things like if you want to see what new gear I'm getting, and stuff like that. And my Discord server gets updates sometimes weeks, if not days, in advance. Before YouTube does. Because sometimes I'll post it on Discord, and like a day or two later it'll get posted to YouTube and stuff. So if y'all want to get early access to that kind of stuff, that stuff kind of amuses you, click the link that Abel just posted. And yeah, I don't know. My dispatcher's probably not gonna join, or my rookie probably doesn't have his radio on. So that is great. I'm gonna have to give a meeting after this. 456, you up? I don't think he is. He ain't up. He ain't ever up. I texted him. He hasn't responded to me yet. Yeah, 456 has not responded to me. What state is this? It's California. It's based out of California. I wanted to make up a whole bunch of different crap for this show. Like I wanted to make up like a state trooper department, but I just realized if I'm doing California, it's not a fictional state, so I kind of have to go CHP. So we got CHP, Moose County, and we have my actual department, which I'm not going to say, my sheriff's department. The county that I'm in is a real county. However, I'm not going to disclose because of legal issues. Well, not really legal issues, but I don't want to. You need to send this to Attorney General. I don't have an Attorney General, so good luck. Good luck with that. You can look up all the records you want, but I don't have a. How the heck do you hear sirens? Those are far away. I don't even hear them anymore. It was that quick burst. But you can look up all the records you want. I don't have an Attorney General. The department ain't real. It's all acting. But it's CHP, Moose County. There's sirens again. And then it's my real county, which I'm not going to reveal because of obvious reasons. Because the county I live in is shared between two things. It's shared between my county and my actual county. So we have Moose County has their own area. The other sheriff's department has their own area. I mean, the other sheriff's department can cross into our county, but we can't cross into their county. Or we can't cross into their JD, but they can cross into our JD if they want. Which is pretty nice, because since we're a small department, we always need help. So they sometimes come out and they help our department. I am not Shireen. Those aren't sirens. That's a dog. That is a dog across the street. That's not sirens. That's a dog. My neighbor's dogs act like they're getting murdered constantly, 24/7. They have a husky and another dog, and all I hear over there is just howling every single day, any day of the week. It can literally be 11:30 at night, and I'll hear howling from the husky. Like they sound like they're getting murdered over there. I should probably go investigate. Huskies are dramatic. They have a cute little brown and white husky called Brownie. I think his name is Brownie. I think so. I should make friends. They have kids over there. I used to be friends with the doggos are inside. It's too cold. It's too cold for them to be out here right now. I should go make friends with people on the block so I can actually have a lot more people to film with. So I'm not just filming with my main guide that I'm filming with. I can actually have another person film with. What is the temperature out here? It is currently 60 degrees out here currently right now. 60 degrees at 6 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock at night. 60. That's nothing. For you, it's probably nothing. I should honestly, you got snow. Jeez. How many subs to go live? I think it's 100 if I'm not mistaken. It's like 100 or something. 100, I think maybe 300 probably. I think it's probably 100. Yeah, it's probably 100. I wish there was a feature like Instagram where you can go live with other people, but on YouTube. I think is that an actual feature? Like, can you go live with people? No, you can't. I don't know. Oh, it's 50. Oh, they must have changed it then. Last time I checked, it was like 100. I canceled school tomorrow. Jeez. I'm gonna take my carrier off. Ugh. I think it's not heavy, but it's. I'll be right back. I'm too fat for this vest. Either that or I have too many layers of clothing on. Probably that. I think it's mainly because I'm too fat. I mean, this vest is for like 11-year-old. Feel like I'm wearing like a corset type of deal. Does this thing have a size? What size is this? It does not have a size. I will sub to you later, Abel. Is it a size right here? No, that's just a spirit. That's just a spirit tag. This is my uniform carrier. All right. This is my uniform type of carrier. This was my first ever vest. This was my first ever vest that I ever bought. I bought this for like Halloween when I was like 11, and I've had this ever since. And I got patches. I got these types of patches on Amazon that actually had the what you call it, the Velcro, and I taped the Velcro on, and then I taped the Velcro on the back. I ran this for a little bit, and when my old vest broke before I got the solution, I actually rigged something up to film with this vest. So I was filming with this vest, and then I was gonna give this vest to my partner, but he tried it on. He couldn't even fit in the vest. I saw him. I forget what it was one of my I think it was one of the shenanigans videos. He was literally zipping it up. And he was like, he put it on, and as soon as he put it on, he was like, I can't breathe. So I ended up having him take it off, and I gave him my vest, and I ended up wearing this vest. But yeah, this thing is skinny. It doesn't even. It literally. It's so skinny. It blends in with my shirt. So like it literally looks like It looks like the sleeves are part of it, which is one of the parts that I like about this vest. Because that's what a uniform carrier is supposed to be. A uniform carrier is supposed to blend in with your uniform shirt to make it look like you're not actually wearing a plate carrier, or a vest, rather. This is a plate carrier. This is a vest. Here's the difference. I mean, vest and plate carrier can be interchanged, but plate carrier and vest cannot be interchanged. Like, for example, a plate carrier could be a vest, and a vest could be a plate carrier, but like a uniform carrier is not a plate carrier, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna take this off. That is way worse. I'd rather wear my plate carrier than wear that. All right, later, Abel. I have more cuffs too. I have 4 pairs of cuffs. I don't gotta pay you crap. 2 for me, 2 for my partner, and 3 for me, 1 for my partner, depending on what I'm doing. I don't gotta pay you anything. If you want to get paid, you better take me to court. That's a lot of cuffs. Well, it's because these two right here were my original pairs that I first ever bought. This was my first pair that I ever bought. I bought this one maybe 2 years ago. This one I bought more recently, probably like a year and a half ago. And then this one I bought recently, about a couple months ago, like the start of the year. And then this one I got the start of the year. So I was originally running these two, and then eventually I got this pair. I got this pair first. So then I was running this pair and this pair, and then I gave this pair to my partner, and then eventually I got this pair. So like, I ended up giving this pair to I ended up giving this pair and this pair to my partner, and then I kept the newer pairs and gave him the older pairs. These things are completely rusted. I'm surprised they are still working, but they're full rust. Same with these. These are also full rust too. These have not rusted a single bit though. And I do not maintain my cuffs. I do not oil these. Which I probably should. I should probably invest in some handcuff oil or whatever the oil is for the cuffs. But if these ever go down, I have a lot of pair of zip cuffs. I have a couple of pairs of zip cuffs that I can use. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I had my headphone out. I don't know if the I don't know if the mic is connected to the headphone or not, but you use gun oil for yours? I'll have to look into it. But I'm gonna potentially buy one, if not maybe two pairs, and run one on the vest, one on the front, one on the back. Or I'll do one on the vest, then I'll do one back here, and then I'll do one over here. I mean, I like having one on front, one on the back, because depending on where I am, because if I'm on top of a suspect, I would rather grab the one from the back because it's much more easier. But if I'm on my front, because it'll be hard to get to these, because I'll have to do like to be able to get these out. I was kidding. I'll pay you later. I'll pay you tomorrow if I get on tomorrow. But I like having chain on the front, hinge on the back, or hinge on the front, chain on the back. I like having vice versa. You will probably never see me running hinge on the front, hinge on the front, hinge on the back. If I do end up running that, I will have a chain pair on my vest. So it'll be chain, hinged, or it'll be hinged, chain, hinged. Gun oil works for that stuff, but does gun oil work if they're already rusted, or does gun oil only work before they get rusted? Because at this point, it would honestly just be worth it to probably just get rid of these completely and just get brand new ones. I wanna invest in Smith & Wessons because these Viper Tech ones, they are basically the lower quality and cheaper version of Smith & Wessons. So eventually, I want to switch these out with Smith & Wessons. I want to switch this pair and this pair out with Smiths. Some break down the rust, and I want to replace this with Smith too. I'll probably get two. I'll probably get one pair of. I'll probably get one pair of hinged or one pair of chain Smiths, and then I'll get one black pair of hinged Smiths, and then one silver pair of hinged Smiths. And I also want to get a pair of shackles too, so I can actually shackle people. So I can hog tie people, shackle their legs, or put their hands behind their back, and then connect the shackles up. So they're basically like this, and pick them up like that and carry them. Thank you, Casey, or Case. You're actually leaving now? Okay, bye. I actually almost had these get stuck on someone. Shut up. I actually almost had these get stuck on someone once. I made the mistake because sometimes if I'm doing stuff on myself, I'll keep an extra pair right back here, and I grabbed that pair one time just because I wanted to use them because I haven't used them in a while, and I cuffed them. I cuffed them with this pair, and I think it was either during the video or after the video. I went to go uncuff them. I put the key in. I twisted it, and it was not budging. Like the key was not moving at all. It was not turning, and I'm like, oh crap, I just got these cuffs stuck on him. So I said, hey, like I told him like, hey, bro, I can't get these cuffs off you. Eventually I was able to turn it. I was able to turn it eventually and got it unstuck. And I'm like, phew, Christ is the bird. Bye, Abel. I need to upgrade the body cam. I know. I'm planning on getting an actual body cam soon. Not an Axon. I'm gonna get like one of the cheapo Amazon ones that I can just use for the videos. Because eventually, if I go back to doing camera crew, I want to do body cam and camera crew. I mainly just have this body cam for when I'm doing the film crew people to actually make it look like I'm actually carrying a body cam. But I do want to get an actual body cam soon. That's all on my list. It's just that I don't have the money to go out and spend $200 on a body cam. So I'm like, yeah, no thanks. Do you have B on live PD? What do you mean by that? What do you mean do I have B on live PD? Or on live PD? I'm not on live PD because I'm not a cop, so I can't be on live PD. Although I would like to do a show similar to live PD, however. That's one of my plans. I want to get like a good quality camera and actually go out on patrol with my local department and record the videos and edit them and post them. But the thing is, if I'm gonna do that, there's a lot of restrictions I'm gonna need. Like I'm gonna have to edit out calls, addresses, personal information, IDs, faces that people don't want to be on the videos, so on and so forth. But yeah. Well, what fast glass? People don't have a say if you record them. Like, what do you mean? Like people can't say I can't record them. Is that what you're saying? This is the next torch battery. I forgot the next torch one is in here. Yeah, my other battery's charged. Well, I mean, like I'm saying if their face is like really messed up, or it's like a child, for example, because like minors can't really consent to the recording without like permission or whatnot. So like if it's like a minor, if it's like a baby, whatnot, or if it's like someone whose face is like all bloody, all messed up and whatnot, like I'm not gonna show that. Like I'm not gonna show blood. Like it's not gonna be gruesome. So like if someone's bleeding or whatnot, or if someone's face is cut up, like I'm gonna blur that out. I'm not gonna show their face like that. Yeah. I'm cold. I'm about to go back inside in a few minutes. All right, see you later, Fast. I'm actually gonna get off too because it's getting late. I'm gonna go back inside, chill out for the night, go watch some stuff. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.